Namaskar. Welcome to Conversations with Rakesh. Today's question. Rakesh, like many others, I also want to start something on my own, but I cannot quit my job because I have lots of responsibilities. Any suggestions on what should I do in the current situation? Thanks to social media, especially LinkedIn and many other platforms where success stories, entrepreneurship, valuations, follow your dream, follow your purpose. And I am one of those who talks about it. Sometimes we don't realize that not everybody can do this. And your question is right at the heart of it. I know for a fact that many of us, including in my friend circle, my families, they also have dreams. Everybody does. Everybody wants to have this pet project calling, but somewhere life throws constraints at us. It could be financial constraints, it could be responsibilities, it could be taking care of someone in the home, it could be children, it could be parents, it could be just many other constraints. But despite those constraints, I thought there is an opportunity for all of you to maximize this in your own benefit. I understand that there is a constraint you can't quit. So you are going to do your job for the rest of your life. And in that, I have some few suggestions for you. In fact, 5 suggestions for you to do something about it so that it helps you strengthen the place that you're in. But before I go there, I also want to talk about that why is it that this debate is becoming heated? Why do we feel bad about this fact that I have to continue working in my job? It's almost become fashionable these days to leave your jobs and pursuit of happiness and pursuit of passion and pursuit of calling. Now that's a very noble discussion, but I think deep inside there is this also feeling that we have one life to live. And I don't want to live my life with a regret that I did not try everything in life, including the career dreams and aspirations that I have. So I think the person who asked this question and many more may have that problem. That while it is okay to have a job and constraints, which everybody has, many of us are not able to pursue the dreams because of these constraints. And deep inside, the regret and guilt eats us up. So in that situation where you can't leave, I have 5 suggestions for you. And these 5 suggestions may help you. I have talked about it in my first book, Plunge, in the podcast as well. I think I should strengthen that for a later day. That one is that you find your calling purpose, which is noble, but it is very, very difficult. It's not a destination, it's a journey. But many of us are unable to do that. And I think we should talk more about it. So here are my 5 suggestions that you can do if you're not able to quit your job for whatever reasons. It could be financial, it could be personal, it could be anything else. Suggestion number 1, strengthen your skills and your role. Be the best in that job. There's this very nice saying that one of the ways we described our job is the rat race. But there is a very nice philosophy to that. That one is rat race. Every rat is running. Fine. That's a different perspective. There's another perspective somebody gave me when I was chatting with them, that I'm okay with the rat race and I've decided to be the best rat in the rat race. So my suggestion number 1 for all of you is, given the fact that you cannot quit your job, this is it. Make the best use of it and become the best rat in that place. Become the best person in your job. Start to become very professional and show results and do your job to the best of your capacity. Because if you don't do that, not only you'll be disillusioned, you'll also get extremely outdated, which is more dangerous for you. And since you need the job, you have to make sure that you're always ahead of the curve, which is a rat race, but be the best rat in that rat race. Nothing wrong with it. ये जो जितने भी लोग भाषण देते हैं ना कि get out of the rat race and rat race is bad, these are personal issues. I mean, there are so many people who are very happy in the rat race. अच्छा पैसा मिल रहा है, घर चल रहा है, लोगों की अच्छी खासी life है. What's wrong in that? So please don't get worried about these issues. Be the best rat in the rat race because you have a constraint that you cannot leave it. So that is my suggestion number one. Upskill, be the best rat, be professional, be the best results giver, and enjoy the show. That is the first one. The second one, since you are constrained, and financial constraint is a very big reason, one of the things our education system has not done very well, including the life, we are not taught to manage incomes very well. It becomes like a job, monthly paycheck, and then you use that monthly paycheck to pay bills, और एक वो circle of life बन जाता है, which is bad. Expand that. I think please learn how to create multiple sources of income. So job becomes one. Start using part of that money in investments. Those investments are small seeds, and over time they become trees and they give fruits. So please start growing more trees and start multiple sources of income. Become a little bit smarter with that. In your company, there will be some smart people who understand stock market, maybe real estate. मिल के कुछ आप कुछ कर लो, कुछ एक छोटा सा प्लॉट खरीद लो, वहाँ पे कुछ उगा के बेच दो. बट इट गिव्स यू ट्रिमेंडस सेकेंड इनकम, दैट यू हैव वन इनकम विच यू नीड टू स्टेबलाइज योर लाइफ बिकॉज यू हैव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज. बट दैट डजंट मीन दैट शुड बी योर ओनली फोकस. Increase to the second income, third, fourth, and grow it. I have some very smart friends who did this very well. They were very clear that they are constrained for finances, and one of them even had a very clear view that I'm going to take care of my parents and my children, and I'll provide, because they came from very humble backgrounds. So they were very clear. So he got the job, invested in small properties. Those properties became rentals. Then he started investing in the stock market. It did reasonably well. So he now has multiple sources of income, which helps his constraints, and he's living a better life. So please learn the art of financial management and grow your incomes. Have multiple sources of income. Number three, maximize your company's policies, especially in the HR and L&D spaces. Because you are constrained, you have to work. This is very important. In every company, there is a very good HR L&D process. There would be part-time programs, there would be upskilling programs. Maximize them. अपने ऑफिस की लाइब्रेरी को भी मैक्सिफाइज करो. बट लर्न. इफ़ योर लाइफ इज़ डिपेंडेंट ऑन दिस जॉब और वहाँ पे रोज़ जाना है, यूज़ द बेस्ट. आई मीन मैक्सिमाइज इट. वहाँ पे एक लाइब्रेरी होगी, मेंटर्स होंगे, कारखाने होंगे, इन्वेंट्री होगी. सबसे मिलो, पढ़ो, लिखो. अगर वो लोग they're giving you an option to do a part-time MBA or a part-time MTech or a part-time accounting program or a whatever, PhD, maximize it. It might be even free for you. So you please contact your HR L&D officers, and they might give you some amazing policies that can help you enjoy that. Number 4, since you are stuck here, the time outside the work is yours. So please invest them in good hobbies. This is where you should really enjoy what the world is offering you, especially in honing your hobbies. ये पहले कम होता था, आजकल ज़्यादा होता है. If you have a hobby, find people who have similar hobbies and invest your time on that. One of the best example was a friend of mine who knew कि मैं job कभी छोड़ नहीं पाऊंगा. He was very good at the job also, but he had a way to eliminate the boredom of the job, and he had a very good hobby. He used to collect some small artifacts and leftovers from certain wars, and he was fascinated by that. Bullets, helmets. Sometimes he would find some strange things, and there was a group of people who would do that. So they would get together on the weekends, talk about what they have, exchange it. There was like a secondary market. They would sell it to each other. One of my other friends used to be very fond of sports. So he had sports cards as a hobby, and he would collect them. And over time he had a collection, and I think one day he sold one card for a few thousands of dollars also. So have very good hobbies. And the hobbies always are not about money. Hobbies are about relaxing yourself. Maybe it's trekking. maybe it is music, maybe it is learning something that you always wanted to and you didn't, but your weekends are your own. And if you're constrained ki yaar family hai, I have to take care of everyone, that weekend certain hours can be used to relax. So please have better hobbies and find groups which can sustain you. And the last and the most important is ये ख्याल कि मुझे अपनी लाइफ के साथ कुछ करना है, वन लाइफ टू लिव आता रहेगा. डोंट स्टॉप इट. नथिंग रॉन्ग इन हैविंग थॉट्स, बट मेक पीस विथ इट. वन ऑफ द थिंग्स यू मस्ट डू इज टेल योर सेल्फ कि यार इस लाइफ में मैं नहीं कर पाऊँगा. I have a responsibility. I have to take care of my children, my parents, my family. I need the money. I will try my best to do whatever I can. And that's it. My life is over. Make peace with it. And if you have those thoughts, it will help you manage this question better. So let me go back to your question and then the 5 suggestions. What should you do if you cannot quit your job? Suggestion number 1, please strengthen your role and be the best rat in the system. Suggestion number 2, please find multiple sources of income. And that's an amazing skill you can do. So you have a job, then you have some investments, they give you income, and over time you are much more relaxed. Number 3, please maximize your company's HR and L&D policies and learn. They might even sponsor your education. Number 4, please pursue your hobbies better because you need to relax. And if you are constrained with your job, the weekends, evenings, some hobby that gives you that respite from the stress and the monotony of your job. And the last, number 5, make peace with it that you will never leave your job and you will kill your dreams goodbye. It is absolutely okay. ये ख्याल आता है, one life to live, let me not live with regret. पर ये नहीं हो पाएगा. So make peace with it and move on. And on that note, tell yourself that maybe your purpose of life was to do this and you don't know. And sometimes our life's purposes are not very sexy and jazzy and earth shattering. Sometimes our life's purpose is very, very simple and very, very ordinary. And you should take pride in that ordinary life. And on that note, stay safe.